Hey everyone, Peter Zine here, coming to you from New York's LaGuardia Airport, which I don't know if you guys have been here before, but it used to be not so much the place where hope went to die, but where it went to get tortured for all eternity with a dull penknife. And now it's not just glorious, it's functional, and that's just fantastic. This merging of the old and the new I thought would be a good backdrop to talk about one of the more recent developments in the Ukraine war. We are looking at, in the next few weeks, the Americans starting to provide a different technology to the Ukrainians, specifically JDAMs, or Joint Direct Attack Munitions. If you remember back, and for anyone who's under age 45, this is going to mean nothing, but if you remember back to the first Gulf War, we saw a lot of footage in American propaganda of direct strikes on Iraqi military targets. Basically live footage that for the first time showed the US military from the bomb's point of view. And it was impressive and it was fun to watch, but we found out after the war that it's not that it was staged, but we were only seeing the best. On average, it took 24 attacks to destroy each piece of infrastructure because these were dumb bombs. And so it was the Tomahawks that kind of stole the show because they could maneuver. Well, in the aftermath, the United States created the JDAM project. And I'm oversimplifying here, but you basically put a bunch of fins and a GPS transceiver on the bomb, and you use the satellite network to provide the location information. And once you do that, you can hit within a few feet of what you're aiming at. And the JDAM kits are very cheap. They're only about $25,000 a pop. And you can take anything in your arsenal that's a dumb bomb, basically plant it on it, and then go to town. Normally, this wouldn't make a big difference because the Ukrainians are wildly outnumbered in terms of air power. The Russians just have so many more fighters and fighter bombers. But in the environment that we're moving into, where the Russians have been targeting civilian infrastructure, everyone in Europe has decided that now is the time to provide the Ukrainians with as much air defense as they can operate. And in that sort of environment, all of a sudden, Russian jets are largely banned from Ukrainian airspace without NATO providing any fighter jets at all. In that sort of environment, the Ukrainians now can actually fly offensive air attack missions rather than purely defensive. And that means they can get in range of Russian targets, not just in Ukraine proper, but in Russia itself. And now they can hit them with pinpoint accuracy. So this is one of those technologies that when we get past mud season into next May is going to prove crucial, because all of a sudden you've got a country with unrestricted air access who can target whatever they want anywhere within range. And of all of the technologies that come into play, whether it's javelins or HIMARS or whatever else, this is now the one that could actually change the tactical and strategic picture in every place that the Ukrainians choose to operate. So, things to look for? Oh wow, there's a petting zoo down here. All right, I gotta go. You all take care, bye.